So,
What
just
about
to
you,
throw
champ?
this out there real quick, guys, we agreed on everything.
Huh?
We
I don't
all
know.
agreed on
John
everything.
was a little left sometime.
Agreed on
Except
what?
for the team matches. Except for me, I went with Raw for the tag match. You guys all said SmackDown.
You can change me back to Raw. You can change me back to Raw.
That's your final decision.
That's my final answer.
All right, there it is.
So
Now we get into the real good conversation where
the main event.
The real good conversation.
You know what, folks? I
wait,
forgot all
wait,
about it again.
Can I
Wait,
count?
wait,
Can I
wait,
count
wait,
to three and we all name out who's gonna win?
Brock,
The-
you ain't gotta count to three. Brock. I'm talking for everybody in this room. Brock.
well, I was going Goldberg until Shane got put in that match.
Huh?
Wait, what? Wait,
What?
what?
Well,
Wait.
because you guys need to open the eyes, man. You need
You
to
know
open
what?
them eyes.
I know where you go ahead.
Remember, Brock Lesnar F5, Shane McMahon. Shane
Yeah,
McMahon
yeah.
has not capitalized on his Brock return. And what other way to piss off Brock and head into WrestleMania than to cost Brock that match against Goldberg?
I mean, he
And
still
that's where
can.
I don't think it's going to happen now. He's going to get his ass whooped in the elimination.
Nah,
match.
he's gonna get his ass.
But-
Speaking of which, I wanted to go back to the Raw vs. SmackDown match and make Shane my first one eliminated.
I don't know.
Really?
Yep.
I don't think so.
That's why I'm really pissed that he was put in that match. Going into what happened last week on SmackDown, you have two monsters in Kane and Luke Harper.
and Baron Corbin.
Well, they already pulled Baron Corbin out of the match. Why would you not replace Baron Corbin with Kane or Luke Harper? Why in the world would you pick Shane McMahon?
I'm not gonna lie, Kane gotta go.
I will never understand why Luke Harper wasn't the one that they
He's
put
standing
into
right there.
Right there.
right there. He was right there. It makes no sense to
Like,
me.
bro, I'm nice in basketball.
And that's
too.
exactly
Let
why
me
I told
pick
you
up.
guys. I told you guys I don't
Bruh.
care about. I don't care about. Literally, don't really care who wins these matches because when you're gonna write stupid shit like that, like we're gonna go for pops, we're gonna put Shane McMahon in this instead of putting a monster like Luke Harper in it. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, man.
It just made no sense whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
So, going with Brock now because originally I thought that Goldberg or Shane McMahon was going to wind up costing Brock the match, and it was going to head into the WrestleMania match.
I can agree with that. But
But now it's looking Brock. And
it's
there's-
definitely looking Brock. I
there's-
think he's gonna win. I don't know how the match is gonna be. It might be whack. I hope. I'm having low expectations for this match, off on purpose, for the simple fact that I want it to over exceed my expectations. Because if I go in there like, oh my god, this is gonna be a great match, and it's not, I'm gonna be like, all right, this is really whack. It sucks. It sucks.
I'm looking at this match as much as I was anticipating Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. You know, I knew that there was going to be a little bit of fight back. Roman didn't give him too much of a fight back, but I know Goldberg's got a little bit of fight in him, and I was pretty excited for it. But you know,
So you
I
think
wasn't
Goldberg's
expecting
gonna
an A+ match.
get basically washed.
No. I'm saying my expectation is there. I'm not saying the match is going to be the same.
Don't be so
My ex-
disrespectful.
My expectation is
I can't lie.
Brock is going to get a lot of it, and then Goldberg's going to come back with his bit of MMA, and hopefully we get some good spots, and hopefully get a little bit more wrestling, because at this point they both care, where I feel in 2004 Brock could care less.
I don't think they
Still
will
think
do.
Brock could care less.
No, Brock is a part of the company. Brock was on his way out. He didn't care less what was going on in that company because he was on his way out the door. At least this time, he cares a little bit because it's his company and he's his own business.
Yeah.
Compared to in 2004, he wasn't his own business. He just wanted to get out the door.
Absolutely.
And I think both of them know how much people didn't like that match, and I think they're going to make up for it. I don't think it's going to be a phenomenal match at all. But
That's the only thing that makes me excited for this match is because I feel like they definitely feel like they have to put on a good match based on what happened the last time they fought each other.
I
Yeah.
still feel like Brock don't give a damn.
He probably
I
doesn't,
just
but
feel like Brock just doesn't
But
care.
if you look at it, Brock hasn't had they're not horrible matches.
They're
It's
not.
been Brock kicking ass, and this is the first time you have somebody with an actual fighting background getting in the ring with Brock Lesnar, because Goldberg's a legit fighter now. He's been taking classes for a while.
And he can clearly get his ass whooped.
So to see somebody who's gonna, he's not a UFC fighter, but he's
Yeah.
a fighter. You know,
Uh-huh.
he's gotten his mixed martial arts in there. So to see these two go for blows, I'm excited for that much. I'm not expecting I'm not expecting. In 2004, we were expecting awesome moves. We were expecting we were expecting almost what we got with Brock and Kurt Angle, because we were like, oh my god, this is like a dream match.
If this match is not better than 2004, I don't want to see. I don't want to see. I don't want to see them wrestle ever again. like Brock can go back to UFC or hunting deers or something like that, and Goldberg could go back to taking care of his kids. I don't want to see them in the ring
Can
at
I
all.
just bring something back too? I forgot to mention in the last one. I'm sorry. I apologize.
It's cool, bro.
Over under, not over under, but what are the chances of No Chin Music getting hit on somebody in the 5-on-5 elimination match?
0.
I'm not gonna lie.
Somebody
bro.
might get hit with it.
I don't
I'm not
know,
gonna
man.
lie, my guy.
Jericho for all that. Jericho get hit with No Chin Music. All right, back to Brock and Goldberg. Brock, I'm not talking about it.
I mean, I really don't got nothing else to say about that match because like I said, I got low expectations for it, and I wanted to oversee my expectations. But at the end of the day, I'm definitely going with Brock.
I got two end predictions for that match.
Okay.
They're not. It's not. It doesn't really involve the match itself, and they're two ideas that came from two other people that I will credit 110%.
Okay.
One of them, the first one is from Sam Roberts.
Yep.
And the second one is from JR.
Uh-huh.
And I fell in love with both ideas. If you guys want me to spoil this for you, just in case it might happen in real life.
Spoil it.
Boil it
So-
away.
You have the match. Brock winds up winning. Brock takes his leave. He leaves with Paul Heyman, whatever. The crowd's still chanting for Goldberg, who's
Yep.
standing in the middle of the ring, thanking the fans for letting him perform.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden, lights go out. Boom. The bell hits. Undertaker walks out on the stage.
I'm sorry. but-
Undertaker looks at Goldberg, points at him, and cuts his throat. And heading into WrestleMania, we are expecting Undertaker versus Goldberg, which would be streak versus streak. Who had the better streak? Who's more of an icon?
I personally think
Goldberg.
that Goldberg is going to
Undertaker
walk
streak
into
is-
WrestleMania. He's going to come out first. Then Triple H music is going to hit. And Triple H is going to walk down to the ring.
It's the only mark on his
whoop
resume he
Goldberg
doesn't
ass.
have.
Like I said on the Triple H Birdman hand rub, as soon as Goldberg
Another one.
signed that, another one.
So he's back,
So he's
huh?
back.
Another one. Oh,
You
he
know
put
who
his
I have to
Sledgehammer.
beat?
Sledgehammer.
Another one.
With a sledgehammer in hand.
That would
Guess
be
it's burying
Goldberg's.
time,
That would be
baby.
Goldberg's last match.
I guess it's burying time.
That
Triple
would
H
be
is
Goldberg's
rubbing his hands like,
last match, and we
Survivor
will see.
Series.
Come on, I
Serious,
don't want that. We're never going to talk about that. That Sting thing made me upset. That's sick to my
Can
stomach.
we not talk about Sting, please?
So
I'm sorry. The
number
whole thing
two, that
makes me
was
upset.
Sam Roberts.
Triple H is definitely ready
This next one
to
comes
put
from
another nigga in the dirt.
This next one comes from Jim Ross, and it's got me super excited. I listened to this.
Jim
last
Ross?
night. Yes.
Okay.
Listen to this last
My
night.
God, he got a family.
Good old JR.
It's gotta be Kane.
Gotta be Kane.
I ain't gonna lie, I want some of that
That's
barbecue,
Vince.
bro.
That's gotta be Kane. That's gotta be Kane.
So,
Vince.
Mr. McMahon.
Mr. McMahon.
Mr. McMahon.
They definitely say McDonald's instead of McDonald's.
Stone Cold.
And Mr. McMahon, you want some McDonald's?
Oh, he's talking.
Want some mac and cheese?
He's walking. He's talking. Oh, sorry. What's
We missed you, JR.
What did
So
JR
the
say?
beautiful JR, he said, there's a part of this I'm gonna agree with, so I'm gonna twist it up a little bit. So Goldberg loses, Goldberg whines. This time Goldberg walks to the back. Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman are celebrating the win. Masked Man rolls into the ring, suplexes the shit out of Brock Lesnar, and then beats the crap out of him. Who are you singing?
He's saying Kurt Angle.
Are you
I got
singing?
you.
Are
I
you
got
singing
you. Go.
Kurt Angle? Are you
He's
singing
saying
Kurt
Kurt
Angle?
Angle.
Here it go.
Well,
Here it go.
see, I
You
think,
suck.
I think it's beautiful. I think it's beautiful that you think that because that's what I thought. Because the mask comes off and it is nothing.
Then why?
Oh my God.
I think it's time to turn this podcast over now.
No, can we just let him go, please? Because I don't even.
I'm sorry. He said suplex and masked man.
Oh, come on.
I'm sorry.
Okay,
Come on.
continue, please,
Can
John.
you edit
You
that part out,
just
please?
hurt my heart. Just hurt my heart a little bit. You got me scared if anybody's listening to this. So mask comes off, and it is nothing but the former NXT champion Samoa Joe.
Hey, I love it.
I mean, we
Call him
don't
up.
even have to have a mask
Have a
because
mask or just whoop his ass.
if he
I
comes
think we
out
would know
with his
who it is
body,
anyway.
we gotta
Yeah,
know.
his body. I mean, we'll know.
He's gonna have
who
a
he is.
mask and
Not with a
towel.
mask and a jacket on.
I don't know, bro.
If you do one of those
We're gonna
big
say-
old burly ass coats,
We're gonna be like, who is this, Taz? That will 100% be Samoa the Buddha Joe.
Wait, that gotta be Taz. That gotta be Taz.
Oh no, it's this. I can't do it. No.
Wow, what have I become?
so you're going in with Brock Lesnar versus Samoa Joe
I'll
for
tell you
WrestleMania.
what, I love it.
Oh man, bro.
I
love
almost like Kurt better, but I'll
man,
go.
I'm sorry.
man.
I love it.
I'm all about Joe versus Samoa Joe. Or Joe Brock versus Brock.
Yo, man.
If Kurt wasn't one suplex away from dying because of his neck, I would love to see Brock and Kurt at WrestleMania. If it's not Brock and if it's not Rusev and Kurt and Brock versus Nakamura, which should happen next year.
Yeah.
Next year, since it's not gonna happen this year, I'm saying the year after 2018.
Just give me Swagger and Kurt, and I'm happy.
Hell no, give
Swagger
me Kurt.
Hell no. Swagger is
For
nasty. You're
what?
crazy.
Raw?
You're
The
crazy.
main event of
No.
Raw?
No, you build Jack Swagger and put him where he's supposed to be.
I
Hell
think
no.
you build Jack Swagger to go to another brand.
To go,
No,
to
you
go
put-
to Impact.
You put Jack Swagger where he needs to be, and that's in the ring with Kurt Angle.
What's Sack Jagger doing in the Impact Zone?
Yo, bro. I'm not gonna lie,
He's
man.
like, we know who that is. He's a former champion in other companies.
Swagger Jacks.
Swagger Jack. 2018, since I'm not going to get it this year, I need Kurt and Rusev. I need Brock and Nakamura.
Yeah, man.
The rest of 2018 needs to be the year you build the stars. Like, you submit them as stars.
I don't know, man.
Maybe.
I don't know, man. You wanna run down our results real quick, champ,
Yep,
before
so
we
I got 'em,
before
'cause
we
you
end
know
this?
I wrote them down because you know I'm always here. You know
So-
I'm always up to date. I don't know what that means, but anyways.
All right, man. Just go through it real quick, Brody.
I don't know where that was
So, you know what? I'm gonna just go to NXT real quick. For
I'm gonna use my
Takeover,
30 seconds, by the way.
we got
he
You
still
want?
got some 30 seconds to go?
After we're done with these.
Damn, we might have to do another
hold on,
episode.
hold on. We'll get to his 30 seconds after this real quick. Let me run through this real quick.
Bring
So,
the timer up.
for the NXT
I got it,
Takeover, we got Peyton Royce, Billy Kay, and their mystery partner
Hour and 40
Barely
minutes.
survived.
versus Ember Moon,
We had an
Aaliyah,
hour
and
and 40
Liv Morgan.
minutes.
John went with the heels on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Ty, me, and Prince all went with the faces on that one. So we'll see how that one goes. See who's right about that.
I must say though, before you keep going, this is the most conflicted I've been about a pay-per-view all year.
And that's a
Yeah.
good thing. That's what we want. We don't want predictability. We want to be conflicted on these things. And I don't know. I think WWE did a good job with this one. We'll see how it goes on Sunday
Mm-hmm.
and Saturday. But now to the Dusty Rhodes Classic finale.
Yeah, baby.
Authors of Pain versus TM61. We all went Authors of Pain.
Also the pain, baby.
I think that's an easy one to be honest.
Oh yeah.
Next.
NXT Tag Belts. 2 out of 3 falls match. We got Revival versus DIY.
Yeah.
John, Marcus, and Ty all went with DIY. I was the only one to go with Revival. We'll see who's right about that one.
Yeah.
Probably. Might be wrong, but you know what? I wanted to go outside the box.
I hear you, man. I hear you.
We
I
got
go for a Taco Bell box.
then we got no, not right now.
I know. It's a
Then we-
joke.
We went with Bobby Roode and Ty Dillon. Jur is next after that one. John was the only one to go with Ty.
Wrong. Joke.
Prince, Ty, and me. We all went with Bobby Roode on that one. Glorious. I think we all.
Glorious.
I wish Glorious 10 would have been a thing a little bit longer.
Yeah, it was
do
kinda
I.
wild.
I really do. Wish
The
it
name
was.
was kind of wild.
It was wild.
Yeah.
But moving on, we got the NXT Women's Belt. Oscar versus Mickey James. I think
Of course, we
all,
went with Mickey James.
We all
Keep
Cricket.
it going, champ.
we all went with Oscar. I think we all know Oscar's winning that match. It's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one, but we all know Oscar's winning that match. Mickey James is just a one-off, real quick. Then you got the men's title, Nakamura versus Joe. It's
Some
gonna
more.
be another good one, but we all went Nakamura on that one too. I think that's another obvious one. But it's gonna be a good match. But that's the NXT show, real quick. We'll see how we all did on that one. Then we got Survivor Series on Sunday. We got Miz versus Zayn for the IC Intercontinental title, and whoever wins the brand gets the belt.
Yep.
We all went with Miz, but I threw a little wrench in there. I think Dolph will ask for his rematch. It'll turn into a triple threat.
Hopefully you're right.
I hope so.
Hopefully you're wrong.
Anyways, moving on. We got Kalisto versus Brian Kendrick for the Cruiserweight division.
Hail Kalisto.
We all went with Kalisto on that one. We all think SmackDown's getting the division. 205 Live after SmackDown. It only makes sense.
Yep.
And again, this is WWE, so nothing ever makes sense. Then we got Team Raw versus Team SmackDown, the tag team match. We went with John said SmackDown. John and Marcus actually, sorry, Prince all said SmackDown.
It's okay, bro.
They said SmackDown. Me and Ty said Raw on that one.
I'm very conflicted with that.
Who knows how these matches are going to go? Like I said at the beginning, that's the good thing about these matches. Team Raw versus Team SmackDown, the women's match. We got John went with Raw. Actually, we all went with Raw.
For the women's match?
Yeah, we all said Raw.
Thanks to Charlotte.
We got
Definitely thanks to Charlotte.
yeah. John said that he actually thinks everybody hits their finishing move on Nia Jax since she's the first one out.
I hope that's true.
SmackDown, he said he thinks Naomi.
Yeah.
I hope they
Naomi's the
just
first
all
one out.
comes in and come start the match with finishers.
Three
They all got their SmackDown.
And then throw a big ass to a bear.
Yeah, bro.
And I'll
In
be there.
an OMG moment.
Use your special.
Fuck, I hope
I'll be
that's
there.
good. I hope
Be
that
there.
happens.
Fix your moves, baby.
Prince went with on Team SmackDown. He thinks Naomi will be the first one out.
Yeah,
Alicia
bring
Fox
some
on
snacks.
Raw will be the first one out. Ty said he thinks Alicia Fox will be the first one out,
Of course.
and Naomi on SmackDown.
Hey, it's just like a killer movie. The black people got to go first.
Sounds about right.
And she's a blonde, so.
She definitely got to go first.
I went with Alicia Fox on Team Raw and Carmella on SmackDown. Then Carmella will be out first, and then she may cause Nikki the match later on.
Moonwalker way ass back to the ring.
Moonwalk her way all the way back out to the ring to mess with Nikki. And then we got the men's Raw versus SmackDown.
Men's, I don't like men's no more.
We all actually went with SmackDown, which actually surprises me on that one. John said he thinks Jericho will be the first one out.
No, I didn't.
You did?
I said he'd be the sole survivor.
Oh yeah, that's right. You did say that.
Jericho will be the sole survivor.
Who'd you say the first one's out?
For Raw,
Yeah.
I said Braun and Randy Orton.
Braun, that's right. Yep, Braun and Randy Orton for SmackDown. Prince went with Jericho first one out, and Orton first one out on SmackDown.
Yep.
Not sole survivor. I mean, that one. Sorry.
Actually, me and Ty actually said the same thing. Jericho out first on Raw, Orton out first on SmackDown.
Hey, we played safe over this way, baby.
That usually doesn't happen, folks. I mean, we're all saying here, oh, it's not predictable, and then we all predict the same thing. So
Yeah.
who knows? And then we got what will probably be the main event, which I don't think anybody wants to be the main event.
Yawn.
Brock versus Goldberg. We all went with Brock on this one. So, you know what? Not much.
We
to
just
talk
hope
about.
it's an entertaining match, man.
We
Just
all hope.
keep us like entertained, man.
We all hope that it's a lot better than the 04 match.
Yeah.
Can't get worse.
I was just about to say, to be honest, I don't think they can do much worse than that
yeah.
match.
I don't know if Goldberg can go to Suplex City though. If his shoulder is already tweaking him after pushing some future NXT guys around.
So yeah, that's the NXT Takeover card,
Yeah.
and that's Survivor Series card. That's our predictions.
Mhm.
Anybody else got anything else to say, real quick? Oh, actually, we got John's 30
Yo, should we
seconds.
save that for his 30 seconds
no,
for like
no.
for like we do a podcast.
To be honest
after
with you,
this?
I personally think that we should end this, like, not end it in the podcast, but we should basically tell everybody thank you for listening, plug ourselves, and let John, for being our first guest, just take us out. Let him throw his 30 seconds on his two.
What if I want to interrupt?
So
this
it's a
30
minute long.
Yeah, why? Don't even interrupt it. Let him get it.
What if I don't agree?
But hold on, we gonna no Patrick Clark to close the show?
I mean, you could do that.
No.
But I was just gonna.
No.
I mean, I just felt like
Don't
being.
take
You know,
my line.
why not? He our first guest. Let him take.
All
Let him
right.
take it
Okay,
out.
no,
Alright, so I'll
If y'all
close-
don't want to do it, that's
no,
cool.
we can do it. I'll put my hand over my head so I won't disagree with anything, and then I'll disagree with the next podcast. Just in case. I'm not saying I will.
But then he won't be here to defend himself.
That's how I like it.
Of course.
I guess I'll go out on saying thank you for listening to us. How are we gonna do this?
Whoa. I closed the show out.
Oh, excuse me, Samoa Joe.
Don't disrespect me. You know what? Samoa Joe's nasty. He's a beast. So you know what? Call me Samoa Joe if you want. I don't even care.
He ain't even on the Snickers no more.
Nope, he don't. I had a Snickers, so now I'm champ. I'm not Samoa Joe anymore. Anyways,
If you had one Snicker and Marcus ate one Snicker, how many Snickers do you have?
I currently have 0
Please.
thanks to Marcus.
Feed
my
me
good
more. The big
Yo,
guy.
I'm not gonna lie, John. What's up, man? Anything? What you had to
We
touch
still got a
on?
minute.
Let me plug the show and then he can end
Oh, my
it.
bad.
All right. You know what, ladies and gentlemen, you've been listening to the Dark Match podcast. You know that's how this thing goes every week. We it seems like we never know how to close the show out. But you can follow us on Twitter at the Dark Match Pod.
Like us on Facebook at The Dark Match Podcast.
Yeah, and I guess if you feel like it, just follow us on Instagram, Dark Match Podcast.
You know what? I'm gonna need a little bit of enthusiasm one time at least.
Just in case you were feeling friendly and froggy, you can add us at the Dark Match Podcast on Instagram.
Well, there goes asshole Ty.
Fuck you.
So we're gonna end the show with John's 30 seconds here.
First of all, we want to say
Make
thank
it
you
quick,
for,
buddy.
No.
I
First
said
of
I
all,
had
we want to say
two.
thank you
Yeah, he got
for
Yes.
coming.
Yes, thank you very
Thank
much.
you for coming.
We'll see you
and
next year.
Can you please do the honors of talking your shit and closing out
I
this show,
appreciate
sir?
it.
You could have
And
just said
Ty
30
and
seconds.
Marcus and Champ, thank you for having me. I appreciate it, and I
problem,
hope we get a whole bunch more down the road. I wish I was staying home so I could be here a lot more.
Yeah.
That's your fault.
Blaming me. It's my 30 seconds.
He's got other things to do, man.
Cook it up.
But going into what went on this weekend, why I told you guys last week that if Seth Rollins and Sasha Banks wound up making those teams, I wasn't gonna care. I just feel like the Survivor Series. I understand people are really excited, and like I said, I'm into the spot fest of the whole show, and the pops of the whole show. But there's no story, and there's nowhere to really go from here. Maybe stories might build inside the matches, but I just felt like we were heading into something really, really big this year, and I think. I'm not a fan of bragging rights. I never was a fan of bragging rights, and I think that's what we got. And I was not happy with seeing all the, we're go team go, with everybody standing and cheering and hanging out with each other and handing presents over to each other. Like, Seth just got his ass beat 2 weeks ago in Hell in a Cell, and Jericho cost him the match, and they were standing backstage like they were buddy on buddy, exchanging scarves. I wasn't about that. American Alpha was standing with New Day like they were best friends after New Day. Or Usos, excuse me. Standing with the Usos after the Usos attacked them a couple of weeks ago. Instead of standing separate from each other, even on stage at the beginning of Raw, people were standing like 2 people away from each other, where in any case in life, that would be at each other's throats. So that's just something I really didn't like. Now going into something that we've argued about for the past couple of weeks online, my second thought is Kevin Owens is a weak champion. Kevin Owens has looked like a weak champion. There's nothing about Kevin Owens that has been championship material. He backs off every chance he gets. There's nothing that has built him. He's been second fiddle to Jericho. Even if they're champions together, he's played second fiddle. In that attack on Raw, there's nothing that made Kevin Owens stand out over anybody. He did not look like a champion. AJ Styles was kicked out and got back in that ring, and AJ Styles has looked like a champion since day one, and a very good heel champion. He fights, he gets back in the ring, tries to fight again, even if he gets his ass whooped. He cuts amazing promos, and he's not playing second fiddle. So please, somebody, if anybody's listening, make Kevin Owens
Great
a
again.
valuable champion that in 10 years we're going to talk about Kevin Owens' first championship run and the first real champion of that Universal title, because that Universal title is weak. So that's what we need to do.
Well, that's it.
That's it.
All right.
I don't
know
want
what?
to take up another 5 minutes. Like
You
I
got
could go
it.
another 5 minutes.
You
know
got
what?
it, bro.
There's a lot of things in that
Thank you.
statement that I would love to talk about. There's some things I agree with. There's some things that I don't agree with.
Man.
But that is for the next podcast, and that is for you guys, the fans out there, to discuss in the comments on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitter, wherever.
Oh wait, I forgot.
What's up?
Follow me on Facebook, John Hollywood Acoustic. That's
You dig.
JON Hollywood Acoustic. Thank you.
I think I like this Hollywood Hogan guy.
Yeah, man.
Well,
John,
folks-
man, thanks a lot, bro.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Absolutely,
Dark
man.
Match Podcast. Go ahead,
2
champ.
hour podcast.
This is our longest show ever. Hey, maybe we'll get more followers from this. But thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for listening. You have been listening to the Dark Match Podcast. We're out of here, folks. Thanks a lot.
No sexy boy Shawn Michaels?
No sexy.
Not tonight, man.
Hey, man.
Gotta go.